What's good, y'all? This is Courtney, and I want to talk to y'all about this movie I just got to watching called Flora. It's from 2018, and I watched it on Amazon Prime. Okay, let's do a little quick. Let's read the overview or whatever. Summer 1929, into the golden age of exploration, an expedition of Ivy League University botanists into an uncharted forest on the North American frontier. Tasked to study the native flora, the students unearth a deadly organism and are soon in a fight with nature itself. They must use their limited resources to understand, survive, and escape the wild and terrifying forest that surrounds them. That's the cusp. Now, how should I do this? Should I do pros and cons or what? Let's see. Okay, let's first talk about what I liked about the movie. Okay. Whoever was on production, who was basically dealing with wardrobe, costume, the car, even the mundane things as utensils and the whole ambiance, they did their work. They did it. All the way down to the goddamn socks and knickerbockers and culottes. You hear me? They did it. If I didn't know any better, they did it. So we back in the day. They did that. I give it to them. They did that. Whoever did that, they should get a raise. Just saying. The film, it was a beautiful film. The whole atmosphere, the whole forest, wherever they filmed that at, it was gorgeous. I mean, green. And yeah, I love the cinematography of it. It was yeah, they did that. The actors were good. I didn't really see any one lagging. It might have been a few weak parts or whatever, but I think they did good for what they had. Let's see. What I didn't like, I wasn't scared. After I had watched it, I went to go look, see what was some of the reviews or what folks had to say about it. I think I read somewhere somebody said it was a plant horror film. And I guess if you want to call it that. But before I get into that and all that, let's just go, say what happened. So the group of botanists, they show up. Their professor was there before them. They couldn't find him. Couldn't find out. Later on, they found him in a ravine. His dead body in a ravine. He had a gas mask on. And basically what it seemed to me that they got sawed up. The professor or whatever, it seemed like as soon as you go across that river and step into that forest, you doomed for the jump. That's end game. The plant life is this new alien plant life that the pollen kills you. I mean, like that. Not really like that. Yeah, kind of like that. When it really gets you. Now, as soon as you cross that river and you get into the forest, you are automatically exposed. Now, in certain scenes in the movie where you see the pollen, I mean, like thick waves, like fogs of it. And your best bet, if y'all see that, it's the motherfucking chunk deuces. Cause you know it's on your skin, it's on your clothing and everything. Don't have no open sores. You fucked. Getting your eyes, whatever, mouth, you fucked. So there's that. Now the new team they had it was two women, a Japanese dude. Was it three white guys? Two white guys? No, I think it was two. No, three. Okay, had one with the pretty curly hair. Then had the smaller one who whined. And then the other one, the little short one with the kulaks. Yeah, he was the first one. As soon as it got exposed, he was the first one. His nose had started leaking blood. So it had a nice pace through the movie. It was a nice pace and all that stuff. My thing, like I said before, I wasn't scared. When I was thinking, like, you know, okay, so the Flora's finna get them. What's finna happen? What we finna do? So the plant life is what it gonna fuck with them while they sleep, give them weird dreams. All the roots of the plant do like tentacles and it's gonna snatch them up. Or what we doing? You know what we doing? So it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, y'all. It wasn't like that. Now my thing about it was like toward the end, here come the hallucinations. But basically the hallucinations was by the people that was too far gone. That pollen was already up in them and all. And I was thinking maybe if we got some of the ghosts or the hallucinations, if you will, for the long, you know, if y'all to brung them up, you know, early part of the movie and all that stuff, maybe. I guess I was hoping for, okay, let's see, we got this group, botanists, researchers, students, if you will. Is one of them is that pollen gonna react to them to make them psychotic? And, you know, we're gonna get some cabin fever kind of shit, and he just gonna start trying to kill everybody. Is this what we doing? But it wasn't like that, you know. If the tension and the scare were just turned up a couple more notches, this movie would have been good. To me. Now, to anybody else, they might have thought, well, it was actually scary, woo, woo, woo. You know, everybody's different. But I just wasn't scared. And I hate that because the film is beautiful. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. If you were looking for like a easygoing, maybe you know, easygoing movie, I guess, because, you know, here's my thing. Like, okay, that was back in the late 20s, early 30s, and, you know, there's this new plant, like this new Flora, being as a noun. We probably already know what was that type of flora, and we already got the Benadryl and the antihistamine and all that stuff to battle that. Now, it was other movies that deal with like sickness from back in the day, and if it was some type of viral horror or whatever like that, you know, it was able to amp up the tension that you would actually be scared. Yes, okay, yeah, the motherfucker got malaria, but I'm still kind of scared, you know, and everything, because it could spread, or, you get what I'm saying? So, maybe I was hoping for that. Now, I know they said, like, you know, they noticed that with no kind of animal life, not even insects or a fly or a mosquito. Now, y'all first night there, to be honest, as soon as y'all was in that river, a mosquito should have tapped you. And as soon as y'all didn't know a mosquito should attach it, you probably should have turned that boat around, that rowboat around it, and went back and just take that D or F for that course. I'm just saying. Now, you know, y'all didn't even notice a deer, a frog, a lizard, snake, water moccasins, for real. Y'all didn't see none of them. Y'all didn't know fish. Wasn't a perch or nothing. Salmon, catfish. I don't know where in the North American frontier. I don't know if they got catfishes way up there, but I'm just saying, y'all didn't notice none of that. Seemed like y'all noticed this later on. I guess when it got to the point that y'all know y'all food was kind of trash, but I'm disappointed that the movie wasn't so scary to me. Cause if it was actually scary or tense, the tension, if it had some tension to it, I would say this was a pleasant surprise and this was a good movie and all that stuff. But I wasn't scared. I just wasn't, And what's the other thing? It was something else. So, with it being plant horror, now I had to think of like, okay, what movies could I compare this to dealing with plant horror? Then I'm like, what about The Happening? Y'all know The Happening with Mark Wahlberg and all that. And I'm like, no, putting it, that's not plant horror. That's wind horror. And I like, wind horror. Mother Nature was tired of y'all foolishness. And so she let that gust of wind come and make y'all kill yourselves. Or you lash out and kill other people. And all that stuff. Wind horror. That shit. Or, I'm going to tell you that. One of the best plant horror movies to me. Ruins. The motherfucking Ruins, bitch. Listen. Tension, bitch. The tension was damn near worse than the motherfucking scares. 4 or 5 motherfuckers isolated locale, and they soon as they got exposed to the plant life, they were fucked. Tension out the woo-ha. They had to make sure they were infected with them damn vines. And then they knew good darn well they couldn't step off that motherfucking temple they was on. The locals was gonna mark their ass quick, fast, in a hurry. Cause they didn't want that shit to spread. If Flora had just an inch more, an ounce more attention like that, like the Ruins, then it'd have been good to me. Then I'd have been satisfied. And then like y'all talking about the plant life, and I'm like, okay, what plant life? Okay, can you show me exactly what plant it is that is basically murdering all of y'all? Cause it all look the same. Is it like a technicolor plant? Is it psychedelic color or things of that nature? Okay, Annihilation. We all know about Annihilation. But Annihilation, how they showed, the alien life form and how it affected the whole motherfucking I ain't gonna say atmosphere. I know what I'm trying to say, but it's on tip of my tongue. I can't fucking say it. The whole area around it, it was dealing more in fractals. Everything was multiplied, fractals and all that stuff. But you see the different colors, the iridescence, the psychedelic bright colors, the rainbows and all that stuff. Maybe y'all could have basically, got some flowers, put a little angel do, sparkle some sparkles on it, some glitter and shit, and make it look different than what we're seeing. Cause all I'm seeing is weeds. Maybe that, a little bit of that, so I know exactly what I'm looking at or whatever. These just sound like nitpicks. It sounds like me nitpicking. It is, really is. But I'm just mad that it didn't scare me, because the movie, despite all of that, was good. I just wasn't scared. And I hate that when a movie is like beautifully filmed like that one is, and with it being an independent film, they did good. It's just the fact that it just didn't scare me. And I think that movie, if it had a little bit more tension, a little bit more oomph, being that it was filmed, supposed to show you, how could a strange alien life form, implant life form, epidemic could happen to motherfuckers back then, who as of now, they don't have the hazmat suits and all this shit. They gotta make do what they do. Cause they had to make their own suits, hazmat suits, out of the tents they had. They had to sew them mugs together and all that stuff. They did all of that, and it shows you doing it. They show you doing all of that effort they putting in the basically jigger rig them some darn hazmat suits. You know what I'm saying? All that effort and the payout just didn't do nothing for me. Yeah, it sucks. I'm disappointed, y'all. I actually did like this movie, but regardless of whatever, I still like this movie. It just didn't scare me. But the next person who might watch it might actually terrify them. Everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, y'all. That's my review for Flora. Like, share, subscribe, leave your comments down below. Like I said before, you can find Flora, Amazon Prime. Give it a go. Watch it. Y'all experience might be different from mine. Y'all might actually was scared and stuff like that. Now, man, you toward the end, the hallucinations start to happen. And, were they hallucinations due to the pollen, or were they actually ghosts? Or whatever. We don't know. Now, that start to happen. But all in all, it really still didn't do nothing for me. So, yeah. It sucks. But regardless of whatever, I still like this movie. So, like I said before, like, share, subscribe, leave your comments down below. And I'm going to holler at y'all heathens whenever. Bye.